guys, I'm out here on my neighborhood lake again today. Middle of summer, supposed to be 100 degrees today. Just trying to get out while it's cloudy. I know I've been fishing my own private lake a lot, which is, I don't know, not necessarily what people come here to watch, but it's just been a real busy last couple of weeks and I haven't had much chance to come out. This is the first time I've been out, at least a week. Anyway, I'm out here trolling some flicker shads around. I figure I see how this goes and fish till it gets too hot. And if you're watching this video, thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that like button and especially be sure to hit that subscribe button. That's the #1 thing you can do to help the channel at this time. So, let's get back to it. All right, guys, first fish of the day. Haven't seen it yet. Feels pretty good. I think it's a bass. Yep. Oh. Ooh, yeah. Let's see here. Not a bad way to start out. Little bass. Pound and a half on the flicker shad. Walloped this thing. I'm gonna mess around with this flicker shad some more today. I've got a little bit bigger one tied onto my other rod here. We're gonna troll up and down this main channel, see what happens. Going on back. So what I got going here, just got my super cheap Walmart combo here. It says it's medium action. It's really more of a medium light, but got it loaded up with 8-pound Berkley trilene mono here, and I'm taking this flicker shad. This is a number 5 series in a Fire Tiger, one of the best colors in a lake with lots of bluegill, and I'm just whipping it out as far as I can, letting some more line go. And as the boat keeps moving, that'll drag off behind us, you see. And, you know, I'm not fancy. I don't have a line counter. I don't have nothing but my, you know, best judgment here. But I just kind of let out a bunch of line, flip the bail over, and I don't really have a rod holder, so I just kind of set it right there like that. And as that picks up slack, that bait will end up behind us. So then on this rod, similar setup, nicer rod, but this is a 7 size flicker shad, and we're gonna do the same thing with it. Got another one, guys, on the flicker shad. I think it's another bass, but it could be a big crappie. Oh, what do we have here? Let's flip him on in. Knew there was a chance of getting one of these, but have not caught one on a flicker shad out of here, but I've heard it's a good lure for him. Nice little walleye right here. One of my, pretty much my favorite fish of all time. Look at the teeth on this guy. Got to be careful with these things. Not only do they got them teeth there, gill plates are razor sharp, big spikies on the back. Love these fish though. Oh, trying really hard not to get hooked. I don't have pliers on me, which is not smart. So I'm trying not to get too messed up by this guy. Woo! Pretty fish right here, ain't they? God, I love walleye. Hopefully this guy's a eater size. Guys, so that walleye was exactly 15 inches, so I went ahead and threw him in the bucket. This is kind of the general area. If you can see on this side where it slopes down, he was right where that drops off, so I'm going to try to get position and run another bait over it, see if there's more over there. These here are groups of shad, and then these are fish feeding on them. And those could be anything. I would guess that's probably crappie, bass, and walleyes feeding on those shad there. Maybe even some catfish too. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get back in position, see if we can get another walleye. They generally school up like everything else. That one though, he was exactly 15. He was flopping around too much for me to get a good shot of it, and I don't want to get, he already kind of got me with his teeth a little bit. But I got my rods just kind of propped up in the back of the boat, and I'm just kind of waiting for him to bend over. As long as you got good treble hooks on your crankbaits you're pulling, the fish will hook themselves 99% of the time, so you don't really have to worry about setting the hook. I kind of give it a little pop up anyway. I don't know how well it's showing up on camera, but my line coming off of my rod tip down to the water is about a 45-degree angle. That's important for getting your lure to run properly. So, but yeah, it's pretty much a matter of just throwing it out there. I got a certain amount of line I let out. I don't really know exactly. I just kind of got a feel for it. I'd estimate it's probably 100 feet or so, but anywhere between 60, 70, 100 feet is about right, depending on what lure and how deep and all that. I'm just trying to get these cranks down as far about as they go. I think the 5 series flicker shad goes about 5 to 7 feet down. I think the 7 series is something like 8 to 10, maybe a little more, but yeah, I'm just trying to keep it right on the edge of the creek channel here. And there's also a point that comes out this way, and the creek channel's going this way, so kind of just right in this area seems to be the spot. All right guys, so it's now the evening. I went home for a while, did some things I had to get done, got back out here, and I know it looks like he was snagged, but he definitely hit it. This is the third species of the day on the flicker shad. It's the crappie. Took me a minute to get the camera going, but he definitely bit it. He was hooked up here in the mouth and shook the hook, and then hooked himself again in the fin while I was getting the camera going. But a little crappie, nothing too big, maybe 8 or 9 inches. I'm gonna go ahead and throw him back and keep on going. Got another fish on here. They really seem to like this 5 size in fire tiger. Try to get this other one in so we don't get tangled up. Okay, that's good enough. Okay. What do we got here? It's a bigger fish, whatever it is. Probably a bass. I don't think it's a huge bass. There's definitely, yeah, he's coming up like a bass would. Oh yeah, that's a bass. Hey, he's not too bad. See, how's he hooked? He's hooked good enough. Okay. Another little bass, not too bad. Pretty similar to the one we caught earlier. I think he's slightly bigger. I mean, I'm telling you, this Fire Tiger number 5 flicker shad is like, I don't know, quickly becoming one of my favorite summer lures. Been having a rough summer, and this thing's caught me fish 2, technically 3 times in a row, so maybe onto something with this guy. Little 1.5-pounder, nothing special, but a lot of them in here, but we're gonna go ahead and let him go. All right guys, well, I was reeling in my bait to go for another trolling run, hooked into something else. Another bass. I think it's about like the last one. He smacked it, just smacked it. All right, how good is he hooked? He's hooked pretty good. See if we can just boat flipping on 8-pound test. Oh boy. Man, treble hooks are such a pain. They're not my favorite. Here we go, another little bass. Nothing too big. We're gonna go ahead and let him go. Another fish. I think this one's a crappie. I got him up on the top and he ain't really doing much. I'm just kind of skiing him in. It's definitely another little crappie. Yep, another little crappie on the flicker shad. He's just a little guy. I mean, look at the size of this bait compared to the size of the fish. There's no way he'd actually eat that, but when they want to bite, when they're aggressive, they bite. Pretty little fish. Let's get him on back. Alright guys, got something else on here. Not really sure what it is. Oh, there it is. Another little crappie. That ain't too bad a one right there. Little crappie. They just keep going for this flicker shad, man. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about this particular bait. I've never caught crappies on crankbaits like this, but these last two videos, man, they like this flicker shad. I don't know what. I don't know why, but they like it. Another little guy. Caught a big one though last video. 1.5 pounds on the flicker shad, so definitely worth using. Oh, we got a fish on the number 7 flicker shad. Let's see what we got here. Another crappie. He ate the big one. He did eat it, but this bait's so big, the back hook got hooked in his back here. Well, another little crappie, about 8 or 9 inches. Well, glad we finally caught one on the 7 size, but I'm wondering if I should get a Fire Tiger 7 size. I definitely want to get a couple more of the Fire Tiger 5 size, but I kind of want to see if a Fire Tiger in this does better, and if different color patterns in the 5 size do any good. So yeah, trolling is a great way to cover water in the summertime when the fish are all kind of scattered out, you know. They're kind of all over this area along the edges of the main channel, but they're not really grouped up in any one spot too much, so kind of going along like this is a good way to pick them off. Alright guys, got another fish on here. This is probably going to be our last flicker shad fish of the day. It's another little bass. Probably going to be the last flicker shad fish. It's you know, getting dark, and oh yeah, little bass. It's getting dark. I think I might flip a Cinco around for a little while before I absolutely have to go in, but I think the flicker shad has more than proven itself today. I'm always really skeptical on hard baits, and go ahead and get him back. This thing's really made an impression on me. Caught quite a few fish over it over the last couple fishing trips, and yeah, I don't know if it's the color or the size, but I've had a few of the 7 size ones for a while, and fishing them went about how it did today. You know, I went all around the lake a bunch of times and only caught 1 fish on the 7 size, but this 5 size in the Fire Tiger, I don't even know. We probably caught 10 fish on it or more, but 3 different species. So anyway, probably my new favorite hard bait. I am going to toss around a Cinco for a while. We'll see if I catch anything on that. If not, we'll see it back at the house. Alright guys, that's all I got for you today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps the channel out a lot. And stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching.